Hey everyone, how are you? So I am really excited today because I got something in the mail that I am so excited about, and as you can tell from the title of the video, I got the new Urban Decay palette, which is called the Naked Basics palette. And I don't know if everyone's heard about this because they actually just announced it fairly recently. I think it was actually I want to say like last week or the week before, I can't remember exactly, but they announced it on their Facebook, and then a few like select bloggers and like some of the bigger beauty gurus on YouTube got it ahead of time. So I've seen a couple posts and then a few, I think just one video on it. And Urban Decay eyeshadows are my favorite, so I thought that I would pick it up, although there are like mixed feelings about this. So what it is, in case for those of you that do not know what it is, it's by Urban Decay. It's a new kind of a naked palette. As you guys know, there's the Naked 1 and the Naked 2, but this one's a little bit different because Urban Decay has marketed this as an all matte eyeshadow palette, and they are saying that all of the shadows in it are matte. I'm saying it like that because one of them, a lot of like the vloggers and bloggers out there are saying is a little bit shimmery, not exactly matte, but they made this palette specifically to be all matte shadows for people that have been asking for them, because the Naked 1 and the Naked 2 palette are not all matte. So I personally love shimmery eyeshadows as well as matte shadows, so the Naked palettes work well for me because they're kind of a balance of both, although they do tend to have more shimmery shadows in them than matte shadows. But a lot of people just like matte shadows. They think they look more natural, they just think that they blend out better, a lot of different things like that. So I was really excited when I heard Urban Decay was coming out with this because, like I said, I love their shadows, and I especially love their Naked palettes. So I just wanted to do like a quick overview, a quick comparison to the Naked palettes and show you guys what I thought about it. So the first thing is, I will show you it compared to the other Naked palettes. So here's the Naked 1, and it's about half the size of it, as you guys can see. And it's a little thinner, and the packaging is definitely different. The Naked 1 kind of has like that felt packaging, and the Naked 2 packaging is more of like a metal casing. This is what it looks like compared to that one. So like I said, it's about half the size, and the outside is kind of like a rubbery texture, I want to say. It's kind of like, if you know like the NARS packaging, it kind of has that feel to it, but it's a little bit, I don't think it'll get dirty as easily. So it has like a nice rubbery, kind of plasticky feeling to it, but it's really durable. The snap is really secure. Like when you snap this closed, it's not going to come undone. It's definitely secure. This is what the inside of the palette looks like. It didn't come with anything extra like a primer potion or a lip chunky or a brush. It just came by itself like this. So the price point on this palette is $27, which is a little bit more than half of the price of these. I believe these are $49, possibly $50, and this one's $27, so it's a few dollars more than half. It's pretty much half the price though, and the only thing is, some people are saying the value isn't as great because you're not getting like a primer potion, a lip chunky, or a brush. So I mean, you can take that into account depending on how you feel about that. And the eyeshadows, it says it comes with 6 full-sized eyeshadows. So here are the colors if you guys want a closer look. There's Venus, Foxy, WS or Walk of Shame, Naked 2, and then there's Faint and Crave, which I will show swatches of all of those in this video in a little bit better lighting. But the only repeat color in this palette is Foxy, which is also included in the Naked 2 palette. It's the first one in there. So I kind of wish they didn't have a repeat color, just because I feel like a lot of the people who are going to be getting this already have the Naked 1 and Naked 2 palette. Then again, it's okay with me because I think that Foxy is such a great like blending matte shade, or even as like a highlight shade, so I don't mind. And the thing is, not everyone who buys this palette is going to have those two palettes, so I think that it's a pretty good deal for $27 for all these shadows, especially if you love matte shadows or you're really into natural shadows. If you are more into like darker smoky eyes, this might not be the palette for you, but if you're into like nice natural matte looks, then this is definitely the palette for you. I've especially been into like natural matte looks recently, and I think that these are just going to work great for that. So I can definitely do a tutorial on it once I give them a shot. This is just like my first impression video, but like I said, if you already own the Naked 1 and Naked 2 palette and you're not crazy about matte shadows, this probably isn't for you. But if you are a matte shadow lover, I would definitely recommend this. Some of the colors are similar to colors in like the Naked 1 and Naked 2 palette. Other than this first one, which is, or the second one, which is Foxy in the Naked 2 palette, there's, like I said, no other repeating ones. People are comparing Naked 2, which looks like this, to Naked 1, which looks like this. They're pretty similar, but Naked 2 is just a little bit lighter. So Venus is what they are calling like a soft demi-white matte, which this one isn't exactly extremely matte. It's a little bit shimmery, but it could work really well as like an inner corner highlight or under your brow bone if you're going all matte and you want something like a little bit extra. Foxy is definitely more of like a yellow toned beige. And then this one, which is Walk of Shame, is more of like a peachy beige. And then you have Naked 2, which is just like a really nice light tan taupe color. And then Faint is a really pretty brown. I definitely don't own anything like this. It's more of like a medium toned matte brown. And then this one, which is Crave, is kind of similar to Blackout, which is in the Naked 2 palette as well. They actually look exactly the same in the pan, but they're saying that Crave is more of like a brownish black. It's not as harsh as Blackout, which is in the Naked 2 palette, which is nice because Blackout's really dark. I really only use it for liner. So I'm actually giving away one of these palettes to you guys because I thought this palette might be really popular. I'm not sure when they're getting it in Sephora's and Ulta's. Usually they don't get it in there for a few weeks after they release it on Urban Decay's website, and even then they might be sold out just depending on how popular it is. So it's not actually in this video. My giveaway video will be going up on December 10th, and it's a whole separate video because I didn't want the comments to get mixed in with questions and different things like that, but the rules won't be difficult. You just have to be subscribed to my channel and leave a comment on that video. So if you're watching this before the 10th, just subscribe to my channel and you'll be notified when that video goes up. Or if you're watching this sometime after December 10th, I actually have a giveaway video going on right now, and I will link it in the description bar below if you're interested in checking that out. It will be international, it will be open for a month, and that's pretty much the only rule. You just have to subscribe to my channel so you won't have to jump through hoops to get your hands on this. Like I said, I would recommend this if you love Urban Decay eyeshadows, you love matte shadows, you love natural shadows, or if you don't own any of the Naked palettes because you've been kind of hesitant about spending $50 on one, this might be a nice alternative for you. Or if you travel a lot, because it is really, really small. I mean, it's only half the size of this, and it's a lot thinner as well. So I just had to get it because I love these shadows. Urban Decay makes such great quality shadows, and I'm excited to see what they come out with in the future. Maybe if this palette's a hit, they will come out with another matte palette that has some more like, you know, unique or bright or bolder colors. I don't know. I think natural shades are nice. I do feel like they might be a little light to match everyone's skin tone, but I guess we'll see as time goes on and different people use it. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a great day, and I will talk to you later. Bye.